me ask you something. What did your children think about your leadership style? Do they experience stability or unpredictability? Because homes don't drift to stability. No. They are built with a purpose, intentionally. What builds stability isn't perfection, it's consistency. This week's pearl is, what system is creating stability in our homes? Hey friends, welcome back to another Pearls of Wisdom podcast. I'm your host, Ebony Sade, and we're here to connect with faith, family, and operations, the best way for our home. We build faith-centered systems and strengthens our families, not only our families, but our business too. Today we're talking about something fundamental, consistency. It's not a personality trait, it's a system. How many of us are guilty of trying to be a perfectionist? Perfectionist is so emotional. Consistency, now that's structural. For being a perfectionist is more reactive, and it's sometimes overcorrects. It swings between one extreme to the other. It operates under pressure majority of the time. But consistency, now that's the ticket. It's structural. It creates predictability. It reduces anxiety, and it builds trust with yourself, with your family, your spouse. Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not grow weary in good things. Faithfulness repeated in action, not flawless perfection." Our children thrive on predictable systems. Our children don't need those dramatic speeches. They need follow through, calm correction, repeated rhythms. Brush your teeth, make up your bed, change your clothes, put your clothes up, pick up your clothes, reliable responses. Consistency is a leadership asset, not just a trait, an asset. When discipline is predictable, our children feel so secure. When a tone is stable, they feel safe. When routine are stable, they feel grounded. It's not about soft parenting. This is structured leadership. When our kids can feel comfortable enough to come to us with anything, that's structured leadership. Systems create freedom. Here's the truth that most people miss. Consistency reduces chaos. Reduced chaos increases peace. So when you have your bedtime rhythm or your morning rhythm and you don't do it, suddenly the day is thrown, not just for your children, but for yourself. A correctional approach, when you sit down and you talk to your little ones, you have a flow to it. A family meeting, we usually have those too every month, where we talk about what we're feeling, what we needed to improve on, what our goal for the month is. That's an expectation that's supposed to happen. That could happen every month. Just having clear expectation. You reduce emotional guesswork for yourself, for your spouse, and for your children. That's stewardship in life and structure. The same principles apply in business too. Systems create freedom. Systems create peace. Systems reduces chaos. And don't get me wrong. There's going to be days where you're going to be thrown, but for the most part, it's about being consistent, is having that at least 85% of the time, because some days are not going to be perfect, but it's about getting back to that consistency. In the home, systems create security. The reason I care about structure in the home and system is because structure multiplies our leadership capacity as parents. And then you showing that, build that in your children. If you can lead consistently at home, you can build a business, you can be consistent at work, you can be that consistency that people rely on. Faith-centered systems does not restrict you. They release you. They give you the okay to do what you need to do because you know everything else is consistent. There's no ups and downs, unpredictability. So the pearl this week, consistency is the infrastructure for your family. Let me start that again. Consistency is your infrastructure for your family's security, for your family's peace, and for your family's stability. The faith in action this week. This week, choose one structural rhythm, whether it's consistent discipline or response. So you're not going to fly off the handle. You're going to take a moment before you have to discipline your child, before you have to talk to your spouse. Take a moment. Also, there's also the weekly family check-in. See how everybody's doing. If you bring just consistent, you'll be surprised how much children open up to you. Bedtime prayer routine or morning prayers. We do morning prayers, and we actually need to get back to our bedtime prayers too, because that's usually when my littles ask all the questions. So we gotta get back to that too. Calm correction processes. Sunday planning reset. So me and my husband homeschools. So sometimes I have to sit down with the kids, like, hey, what we're gonna bake this week? What we thinking of our making for our science experiment? And we write it down, and we figure it out, and we plan accordingly, because if we have a consistent schedule, Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's our science. So our kids know on those days we gotta be more quicker about it, because there's a lot we can do. All right, when you're planning, when you're deciding that, write it down, protect it, repeat it. Consistency compounds continuously, all the time. Okay? Closing prayer. Let's close it out today. Lord, teach us to be stable leaders. Hold us, help us to replace emotional swings, and with faithful consistency, because you are faithful and you are the consistent in our life. Strengthen our homes with structure and love, consistency, and peace. Make our systems reflect your faithfulness. We choose to be faithful. We choose to be consistent. And we can do that through your word. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Once again, friends, it's about faith, it's about family, and it's about structures, as we pull out each of these pearls from one book at a time. Until next week, I'll see you again.